Aberdeen, searching for their 6th Scottish Cup victory in 12 years, named striker Ian Jess among their substitutes just 10 weeks after he suffered a broken ankle. Well, with Hampden out of action, this is the first final to be played at Parkhead since 1921. Aberdeen are in the red, and the commentators are Billy McNeill and Jock Brown.
So the 108th Scottish Cup final is underway, and Dave McPherson lofts that high ball hopefully forward, and indeed there is confirmation already that Stephen Wright is playing at right back and Stuart McKimmie at left back in the opening stages. Here's Durant in that support role to Haitley. McCall looking for Haitley, it's a great ball in. There's Durant. Terrific play there from Rangers and from Mark Haitley in particular. Richard Goff, the header which goes straight to Brian Grant. Great pass that from Shearer, his first touch with immaculate. This is Booth getting away from McCall, and he settles for a corner. Came off David Robertson. A very swift counter-attack from Aberdeen. From the reverse angle, you'll see the quality of the pass played here by McCall. Durant made the run. The header came from Haitley. There was Grant and Irvin making life difficult for Durant. From Ferguson, this is Houstra. Trying to get away from Stephen Wright. Young fullback did well. So too did Brian Grant. That's McCall. A chance on here for Murray. The deflection and the opening goal for Rangers. The youngest player on the field opens the scoring in the cup final in the 23rd minute of the match. Neil Murray for Rangers with the help of a deflection, and something of a disaster this for Brian Irvin, who miskicked there. Bad first touch by Murray, but he recovered and it came off Irvin in the end.
Brian Irvin has a disaster because he misses the first one and then deflects the shot. Here you see Stuart McCall plays the ball into middle. Brian Irvin completely mishits it. Neil Murray's on hand, strikes the ball, but it hits Brian Irvin and beats Snelders.
This is Murray. And now Durant. Tackled very heavily indeed by McLeish. McLeish is going to be booked. Well, there are clear signs that Alec McLeish's total commitment is just beginning to bubble over a shade. He's been complaining bitterly about a number of decisions made by referee McCluskey, and he allowed himself, I think, just to lose the head a fraction. And that final challenge on Durant, the last straw for the referee. So a second booking for an Aberdeen player. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half as Patalanyan clears. That's Shearer and now Mason. And very good play again from McCall. He was so quickly across on Mason. That's Duncan Shearer. Now Stephen Wright. Clear. This is danger for Aberdeen. And a magnificent goal from Mark Haitley. The second for Rangers. And sheer delirium among these Rangers players. His strength and his pace and his accuracy earned that second goal. Sheer joy on the terraces for these Rangers supporters. And Mark Haitley drilling that almost through Theo Snelders. It's his 29th goal of a superb season. Houston did well, so did Durant with a delicate ball through. And there was Haitley looking up, assessing the options, and the power and the accuracy beat Snelders. And a bit of good fortune there for the Rangers goalkeeper. He had some difficulty with that, but it broke very kindly for him. Duncan Shearer was closing in for the kill.
Yeah, again, Grant gets himself in a good position. He comes inside on his right foot, hits a good shot, but Andy Gorham gets across easily, parries it, then picks it up quickly.
This is Booth. Cut off by Ferguson again. Here goes McCall. Snelders has committed himself, going across there. Well, the corner kick. Theo Snelders, I think, believed that was going for a throw, for a goal kick. Just for a moment, forgot what was happening in terms of the last touch of the ball. Certainly stopped any real threat, though, from Rangers as McCall tried to break. With 20 minutes of the match remaining, Ian Durrant's corner kick. Irvin's headed out. This is Ferguson. McPherson and Hatley wait. Tremendous effort there by Brown. Blocked by Richard Gough on his way out of the penalty box. Felt the full strength of that. That's McCall! So close. The deflection, and Aberdeen are back in the match. The first break in the game for Aberdeen. The deflected shot from Lee Richardson, and there are 12 minutes left for play, and hope suddenly for these Aberdeen supporters. There was Richardson looking up, striding into the gap ahead, driving the ball fiercely. It came off John Brown, and that left Gorham without a me. Gough challenging. Back with Mason. Pressure remaining on. Handball playing there inside the area, and Aberdeen are denied again. Rangers breaking. The Aberdeen concentration perhaps has lapsed there for a second. They think they should have had a penalty. And the pass is overhit by Housetrap. Well, now, a controversial moment as the ball was lofted into the area. The hand was certainly up, but it came off the hand of John Brown. Inside to Smith. The referee's been checking his watch. The whistling comes from the Rangers supporters. Gary Smith switches the ball to the right to McKimmie. A little lapse in control there. Not surprising so late in the match when fatigue is setting in. Good tackle by Irvin. This is Paul Mason. And the final whistle goes. Rangers have won the cup. They won the treble. But they had to battle right to the end to do so. Walter Smith comes on. He's won the treble as Rangers manager. He goes straight to Mark Hatley, and that is thoroughly justified. Going round all these players now, but it is significant, I think, that he went straight to Hatley, who played such an important part, not only in this victory, but also in the season's triumphs. Ian Durrant also getting a walk, goes up to collect the Scottish Cup from Sir Hector Munro, the Minister of Sport in Scotland. And there's the scene the Rangers supporters were waiting for. Rangers have done it again. The trophy has passed down the line of players. The Tennent's Cup is also presented. So the treble has been achieved. For the first time since 1978.